Yeah, this is Black Light, the guiding light, the Aboriginal Universal Supreme Conscious Council of the Elders, come to you by way of video. Now, getting back to getting back to the King Alfred plan, talking about the black mothers and the black fathers. See, they split our family up. It took a long time for them to do that. And one day we're going to get into the reason why all this came about, because what it is brothers will tell you the ancient history, but they never told us why and how we got in slavery, and or why we are prisoners of war. And because don't nothing really happen to you that if you let it happen to you, for example, now you can't stop guys from killing each other, guys from selling dope, selling this, unless you accept that, unless you tolerate it. There would be no dope pushers if they didn't have no one to sell it to. See, it's a con game, getting you to accept certain things. So that goes back to the Bible in Genesis, where the serpent, conned Eve into believing his game. His game was more powerful. So living here in the United States, they were like, they came in like the Trojan horse, or they came in like sheep. They were really wolves disguised in sheep clothing. You thought they were gentle and, but really they're very vicious, Once they win you over into their confidence, it's over. So everything is a con game, People want to see if they can impose their will on you. That's a natural thing for us to do, to impose our will on the next man or the next woman. So when you got an agenda of conquest, then you can impose your will if you know who you want to conquer. You got to know them, though. You got to study them. So they come in gentle as a lamb to study you. And once they got all the data and your weaknesses and your strengths, once they got that, they call that intelligence, So they send a spy in, go into your strength, your PowerPoints or your strength your spots where you are strong at, your spots where you are weak at. They take that back to the planners, and they factor all that in, and they go to work on your weaknesses. And if you don't have no weaknesses, they will create some. Just like Superman, everybody got a weakness. Superman had a kryptonite. Well, Samson, he his hair was his weakness. Although that's a metaphor with Samson, just like it's a metaphor with Superman. But everybody got a weakness. And once they find that weakness, they exploit your weakness. And that's how you get conquered. Especially if you don't take time out to study their weakness. And that's what we don't do. We don't even study the weakness in ourselves, our lower nature. We don't discover or explore and analyze our weaknesses in ourselves. We refuse to recognize our weaknesses. Just like going to the clubs, popping bottles, getting high, having sex. All you think about is sex. Robbing, stealing. Robbing and stealing is like, you got to have a motive for doing it. And robbing, stealing, and killing, you got to have a motive. Your motive could be revenge, or your motive could be greediness. You might kill somebody just for some money. You might rob somebody because you want more. Or you might be in need and you rob somebody. But however, that could be a weakness, because all the things on this planet that's free, we don't need to rob nobody. We don't need to kill nobody except in self-defense. You don't need nobody else's. You don't need to be fornicating. Because it's always enough to go around. So when you think limitations of yourself and you started acting like you limited, then you open the door for destruction. So I'm going to shut this one down and tell you that's how we got captured and became slaves, because we gave in to our lower self. And our lower self is the grafted Caucasian, walking around the pale man of the planet Earth. He has less of everything, so he has to take to try to get what he don't have. He could take the melanin right out of your skin, take your organs right out of your body, and use them for itself. This is Black Light Out.